What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel, where we like to cap every game on the board. I'm your girl Jelly, aka Big Facts, and this is your boy.
Lex, what's going on?
And you guys just tapped in to first of the party where we like to talk sports bets. So let's get right to it. We're not gonna waste any of your time today. We got a lot of games on the board that we need to give out information, content, angles, trends, all of that good stuff. So the first game on the board is going to be Dallas Mavs taking on Philadelphia 76ers. This line opened up as a pick 'em. It's been a shitload of money coming in on Philly. Now the line sits at Philly favorite at -3. What you got for this, babe?
Uh, Part of me want to go with Philly here because I know the Eastern Conference race for the top seed is important to them and Brooklyn. Um, but Dallas comes in these spots. The matchups it favors Philly matchups and everything. Everything favors Philly as far as matchups and roster. Even back to backs and things of that nature. Dallas just lost last night. Philly coming in with rest. Nobody can stop Embiid. At least Ben Simmons could guard Luka. Tobias getting off. But the 76ers are 0-4 against the spread the last 4 games following a straight up win. It's a tough game. Dallas needs this game to get in the playoffs. If I could lean anywhere and then Brooklyn, Philly does have Brooklyn up next, so a big look ahead. I will probably have to lean towards Dallas covering tonight, maybe getting a win. They need it. They both teams need it. Line is 3. Yeah, I'll probably lean Dallas to get the upset today.
But you're not betting it.
No.
I'm betting this game, okay, guys? Look, I'm not gonna really call it a drunken fade, but I'm fading Philly tonight. I'm going to be on the Dallas Mavs money line. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the Mavs money line. Look, I don't really mess with Philly that much, especially on the road. They're inconsistent on the road, ATS wise. The Mavs, like he said, are coming off that back-to-back loss. The Mavs have revenge in this game against Philly. They got popped earlier this year. They come in. I think they're gonna be motivated to win this game. Like he mentioned, Philly's facing Brooklyn next game. They got Brooklyn on deck. They got Brooklyn next, then they got the Clippers after that. Um Philly is they're a tough competitor. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna take these boys lightly. Porzingis is questionable right now, which moved that spread from 2.5 to 3. Um, I think everybody's on the floor tonight for Philly, except for at one point I think they were saying Tobias was questionable, but I'm not sure at this point. Do you know if Tobias is gonna be in
I
this game,
think
babe?
I think it was because they missed the last game, but I think he's in. He may be out, but right now I see him in.
I still like to take Dallas getting up for these games. Porzingis, I really think he should be on the floor tonight. I really hope he's on the floor tonight. Even if he doesn't, it doesn't really scare me because I remember not too long ago Utah suited up and they had all their players on the floor and Dallas came in and popped them. I mean, popped them. They've been actually beating good teams in these spots. I like Dallas tonight, you guys, to come in and win this game outright. So I actually took them on the money line. I'm not telling you guys to do that. I think that you could take the points if you're looking towards Dallas. If not, ride it out with Philly. I feel like tonight could be a night for the Faves to come through and get some wins. Last night was a dog night. I told y'all that. I think I mentioned that on the show. Like it's gonna be a dog night, man. They was in there. I think like 6 out of 10 or 6 out of 8 dogs cash last night. It was crazy. But wherever y'all choose, hey, he's leaning Mavs. I'm taking Mavs. That's who we stand with that game.
Mavs 4-0 in their last 4 games versus a team with a winning straight up record. 9-1 against the spread their last 10 games following an ATS loss. So and they got to make that playoffs. I think right now they're probably positioned as 8th in the West. You know that's a play-in game, so they're trying to get to that spot to where they are not in the play-in games, but in the playoffs. So it's a big game for Dallas.
All right, guys. Next game on the board is the LA Lakers taking on the New York Knicks tonight. Look, this game is for me. I don't have anything official in this game. I do lean towards the Knicks because if I follow trends and angles, which I do, Most of them are pointing towards the New York Knicks. I noticed that the Lakers popped Brooklyn and they are off an upset win. They upset the Brooklyn Nets and cost me some money. I wasn't really feeling that. Uh but I'm not really too sure about this Lakers team, man. I'm not sold yet. Not yet, because they still are missing their key players.
Go clean your room, baby.
They're on the road, they're off an upset win. So they probably flying high off of that. What you got, baby?
I got the Lakers. I'm taking the
You
Lakers
got the
here.
Lakers tonight.
Not just me being a Laker fan or a homer. I just think that they match up well with New York. Um, Basically, in this game, both teams play good defense. The Lakers, since LeBron and AD went down, they are second in the league in defense. They were already a top defensive team when they had AD and LeBron. Now they got some firepower back with THT. Kuzma's back. Drummond and Montrezl Harrell, Markieff Morris match up really well with New York. Markieff can guard on the perimeter and down low, and then with Drummond and Harrell down there, they can clog up the paint, which means it's going to be Julius Randle or nothing. They can hope for RJ Barrett to come in and get some buckets, but you got Kentavious Caldwell Pope who can guard on the perimeter, and Wes Matthews off the bench. The thing for the Knicks is, in order for them to win this game, they're going to have to come out here with Derrick Rose and quickly off the bench and get them some help in scoring. But right here, I just look at the Lakers being hot. I think the Lakers playing good defense, and I think that they just match up well with them. They'll clog it up. As far as trends, they're both pretty much
Hot.
They're both pretty hot. They're both pretty even. They got trends going both ways. Nothing really going cold for either one.
I mean, the Knicks are 8-2 as home faves, and they are 6-4 off of no rest. Not like he mentioned that the Knicks are off of back to back. So they're 6-4 off of no rest, and the Knicks are 15-10 off a win. So there's some trends, man. The Knicks are 9-2 this season. I'm sorry, 9-2 as home favorites. The Knicks are not 8-2. I got two different trends there, but I lean towards the Knicks. I'm not betting this game as of now, unless I get some type, because I like to bet motivational spots. I like to have teams that are highly motivated. Maybe off of a loss. I think the Knicks are off a win and the Lakers are off a win, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like teams that are off a loss that got some type of like, revenge spots or a bad beat, you know what I'm saying? Or something that's pushing for the playoffs. I like to take those teams. Those are the teams you want to look for when you're betting. Those are the hot teams, man. Y'all keep that in mind.
That's why I like the Lakers here, man. They fifth in the West right now. We know AD and LeBron to be there, probably be first. But since they are fifth in the East, they have to keep up. They don't want to fall out of that playoff race. So I think they get a win here. That keeps them in striking range. And then next week, I think sometime this week or next week, AD returns. And then slightly after that, LeBron returns. Do I think they get number one? No. But I think that they'll get like a fourth or fifth seed. And they'll match up against one of them good teams and they'll fuck them up. The Lakers they feel like if they can get a road win, they can steal home court. They just want to fall too far behind and get the Utah Jazz or Phoenix in the first round, or even the Clippers, or even the Nuggets.
So you're officially on this game. Let me write this down, y'all. I want to keep track. He's officially on the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm a Lake show. I'm taking Lakers today.
You are on the Lakers, and who else was the last one you was on? Oh,
that's the only one I'm on right now.
Towards, man. I was on the Mavs, so I'm gonna put.
I'm actually leaning towards Philly now.
Okay, so are you officially taking
Philly?
it?
I'm not officially taking Philly. I'm officially taking the Lakers. I'm only taking.
Okay, we writing down what we taking. We ain't writing down leans, baby.
All
okay.
All right. I'm just giving a lean. I lean.
we ain't writing leans.
Official
down.
Lakers. Official
play for you. All right, on to the next game.
Nets Timberwolves was canceled today due to the tragic events yesterday. They're still trying to figure it out in Minnesota. A cop and a young man, I think, was killed yesterday. So they canceled that game. Prayers to the families of everybody that's involved. But no Nets Timberwolves tonight.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but that Lakers line opened up at 4, Lakers +4, and now it's down to Lakers +2. So there has been
they're giving points to the Lakers, y'all. They're giving points to the Lakers. Y'all better take them. The Lakers don't usually get points, so
Hey, and I also want to say we was on. Look, I was kind of like confused on that Memphis, that Minnesota, Brooklyn game. I was up and down, and then as soon as we decided to jump on Brooklyn when Anthony Towns got out, we caught the line at the books at 6.5, which are probably a lot of people caught that
Yeah,
line
yeah.
at Brooklyn minus 6.5, and then as soon as we caught that line, 30 minutes later, they're like, "Oh, we're
They canceled the
canceling."
game.
I'm like, "Wow, it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy right there, y'all. It be crazy stuff happening when y'all get into this betting stuff for real. When y'all really like." Watching these lines all
Yeah.
day, and you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff
It'll
be
catch you.
happening.
It'll catch you up for sure.
All right, so the next game we got for y'all is gonna be Orlando Magic taking on the San Antonio Spurs. That line opened up at the Spurs -6. Now it's up to the Spurs -7, which I don't, I don't like laying points on the road with the Spurs, man. Them Spurs, them boys ain't proving right now. Them boys been struggling. You know what I'm saying? The Magic, we already know what they about.
This is
Nothing.
official play for me. I took this game. Y'all already know how I feel about the Magic and the Thunder. And I'm taking the Rockets out of that equation because they got some young players playing really good, but these guys are just not pro players. They just not pro players. Wendell Carter Jr. is pretty good. Chuma Okeke I love, but James Ennis is a role play is a journeyman. I don't even know how he got that 77 rating. Dwayne Bacon the same route. Michael Carter Williams been in the league 20 years and he's still a 73. They just don't have the
20
talent.
years though.
They play
Don't
like
do him. Don't do Michael Carter Williams like that.
no Gary Harris, no Otto Porter tonight. Mo Bamba has been playing good for Orlando. This is probably good for him. He's been getting a lot of playing time. Terrence Ross is a pro player, but you're going against the San Antonio Spurs. Greg Popovich, they're trying to make the playoffs. He don't like missing the playoffs. He never misses the playoffs. And last year in the bubble, he missed it.
So you think now is the time that they're gonna just
put their foot on the gas and try to against these teams that they should win. Just like last game, they came out and they won the game that they shouldn't have won. Now they here, and I think they trying. I think they just trying.
They're a hard team to bet on, though. Yeah. They are. They really are. They're a hard team to bet on because right now they just in a spot where you don't know where they're going. You know where they should be going, but they haven't really consistently showed any type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything other than L's. And
it's just that they're going to tank. The Magic is trying to tank. San Antonio.
But the Magic, they still cover. They still cover the spread. Yeah. Even though they take losses, they still cover the spread.
It's.
But that's your official play.
I'm taking Spurs. I'm taking Spurs. I'm writing it down.
Spurs
-7.
That is a big spread.
6.5. I call that 6.5.
You got about 6.5.
Call that 6.5.
Y'all be careful with that. Y'all be careful with that one. Okay, I'm gonna be praying for y'all tonight on that one.
Trend wise for that game, I don't even know if it's worth really looking up, but let me go ahead and check it out. Trend wise for my for
I got some. You got some?
Yeah, they got
it's like off.
Spurs are 6-1 against the spread the last 7 road games. So they've been playing really well on the road. Orlando trying to rebuild. And Orlando is 5-1 against the spread their last 6 games following the ATS loss. Magic are 5-1 against the spread the last 6 games following a straight up loss, more than 10 games. I don't give a fuck. I'm going Spurs. They just a high school team, man. They're a high school team right now. They just don't have enough talent. And even in the Spurs go out there and play the young talent. You see the young talent out there: DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Keldon Johnson. They just
starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball.
That's where I'm at.
Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Orlando Magic.
Ashamed of y'all.
They trying to go somewhere else. They're going a different route.
I see. I don't think NBA teams should be allowed to just tank like that. I don't think no team should be allowed to tank. Like
hard on money. Money.
I guess there ain't no way to stop them, but
yeah. I mean, it's ways to stop it. But I'll get in that on a different podcast.
It's gonna have to be where are we at?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought we were going to Washington, Utah.
We can go Washington, Utah.
What time does that game pop up? What time is the Kings Pelicans? Oh, you know what? They're both in the same time slot. That's what we're getting at. They're both 9:00 games. This game, we got the Pelicans taking on the Kings. Pelicans at home.
I want to press play on the Pelicans.
The line opened up at the Pelicans -4. It's all the way down to the Pelicans -5.5. Probably with good reason. Oh, yeah. Aren't they off an upset win?
Pelicans, yeah, they just went into Philly and smacked up on Philly. Zion had 38 and 17 or something like that down low. And when I look at
wait, that was their last game?
let me see.
Nah, couldn't have been.
I think they
Philly
did.
not off a loss.
I think they
just beat Cleveland.
They beat Cleveland and Philly.
But they didn't cover that spread. That was last night. Yeah, last night.
They fucked me yesterday. Yeah, they did.
I had them in I had gave out a little 2-team parlay with the Pelicans money line and Memphis, which they lost outright. I couldn't believe it. I thought that would be a team that covered. If any of the favorites covered, I thought Memphis would cover. We'll get to that later. But they ended up not, and the Pelicans ended up beating Cleveland, of course. But they were favored by 9, which was ridiculous. I don't even know why they would have been favored by that much. But, yeah, they didn't cover the spread.
They played last night.
I got a money line, though, but my parlay didn't hit because of Memphis. So.
I took them last night, and I got fucked. They played last night, so they're on the back-to-back.
Yeah, they are.
But if you look at the roster and you just look at it right here, they have no answer for Zion. If they leave Harrison Barnes on him tonight, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's
Ball out, right? Ball is out. Ball is he out this today?
Man, let me see if Lonzo playing. I know he sat out the other day.
The Kings are on 6 straight losses, guys. 6.
Yeah, they streak. They
are really taking some L's, man.
I told y'all he's out. He out tonight. But I tell y'all every time we had these videos, they go on a win streak, they go streaking. When they go on a lose streak, they go streaking. So I would just wait until they win. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till they win to start going behind them.
I think tonight's the night. The Kings take a win for real. Both of these teams are cold, regardless of the last
2 wins. 2 wins for the Pelicans. I'm
talking ATS wise.
Oh yeah.
They both cold ATS wise. They didn't cover the spread last night, even though they took the win.
Let's take Lonzo out of here. So if you look at this, if you look at how they matched up so far, Lonzo's the only one out for them today. So they got back healthy. I think they'll probably go with Kyra Lewis starting. So if you just look at the rosters right now, they have nobody to guard Zion down low. Zion just went off at 39 and 17 against Philly, and then he tore up Cleveland, I think, as well too. Bledsoe, Ingram is a beast offensively. They got to stop Ingram. Just down low. Rashawn Holmes 6'9", Steven Adams 7 foot. They should just pound them down low. The thing that scares me about the Kings is De'Aaron Fox at the point guard, and Lonzo's not there to slow him down.
He's vicious.
But Eric Bledsoe is a good defender. Mo Harkless is a good defender. He'll probably stick with Ingram. But like I said, Rashawn Holmes can't stop Zion, and he's the center. You go put this little ass Harrison Barnes on him, you could see a 40-50 ball from Zion tonight. If he can give Philly,
man, stop that.
If he give Philly with Embiid 40, he should get these balls.
Have he ever put up 40?
He just gave 40 to Philly and Embiid.
He put up 40 in that game?
38.
What? Hey, that's crazy.
That boy
he was balling that night.
Yeah, he was balling. So
game.
The Pelicans, let me see what he did against let me be sure.
But all I gotta say about this game is it's what we like to call 14 days. Y'all know what 14 days is? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This game is 2 weeks. Both of these teams are just crazy. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, man. And it's a no bet for me. It's a no win for me. It's a no bet. If I did lean, it'd probably be the Kings, honestly. But I ain't taking.
I'm leaning New Orleans here. I see a smack. I see a crisis.
See a pop.
Yeah, I can see a pop.
I don't know how
37 and 15 for Zion against Philly. Then he turned back around last night and gave 38 and 9 to Cleveland.
Crazy, babe.
I can see him coming. Yeah, I can see Zion doing it again, man. I can see Zion coming back out there against this streaking Kings team that's losing.
They got revenge tonight.
Who was that?
The Pelicans.
Oh, they got revenge.
They got revenge on this
They're at home. They got to get some Creole homes, some home cooked food.
Some gumbo.
Yeah, they got some gumbo, crawfish.
We should make some gumbo. Some gumbo with some sausage, some shrimp, some crab meat in there.
A little crawfish.
Zion, you giving us gumbo tonight, baby?
Yeah,
give us some gumbo tonight, baby.
I think I'm going to put some money on Zion now.
Money on them.
Yeah,
I'm not putting no money on them.
I'm going to take them -5. I'll take them -5.
Prayers to everyone that takes this game.
Another thing is this. Sacramento don't play defense. They do not play defense.
But they'll run that total up.
They'll run up and down, but they don't play defense.
Neither one of these. Okay. This might be a total game.
It could be
I didn't
over.
even look at that. I didn't even look at that. This
Could be
might
an
be a
over.
title game, y'all.
Here, the over here is over is 8-1. The Pelicans' last 9 games when starting 5 players combined for more than 160 minutes the previous day.
The Pelicans, man.
Yeah,
This
so
might be an over game. What is it looking like for the over? Like trends?
Well, I just gave you one over, but the Kings is just cold.
They cold, man.
They're cold.
They cold. Both of these teams running cold to me.
I'm gonna put official play on them, man.
All right, we writing that down. What you call this? A smack? You said you call this a pop? Hey, y'all remember he called this game a pop? I'm writing it down. I just don't. You are on you putting money on the Pelicans, babe? What's happening? I thought we don't bet on bad teams.
I know.
All right, you guys. We're gonna move on to the very next game. Take the Utah Jazz taking on the Washington Wizards tonight, you guys. I believe this line opened up at, I want to say 13 and a half. Let me make sure though. I don't want to give you guys the wrong opening line. This game opened up, 13. Jazz laying 13 points. And now it is down to 11. So the line has moved down 2 points in the favor of the Wizards. I'm not really seeing it. I know that the Wizards are off a loss, a blowout. Like they got blew out. And I know that could be motivation for them to come back and take this game, or at least not. I'm not gonna say take it because I feel like that's absurd, but stay within a number. A lot of people are going with the Wizards tonight to stay within a number. Me, I was on the Jazz actually earlier. I came off of it because I don't know if the Jazz will take this game seriously. I know that earlier this season they lost to the Wizards, and you think that they would be kind of like highly motivated to beat the Wizards because they took an L to them. But I'm not too sure that they will. I'm not sure. Like the Jazz, they can be kind of unpredictable. They gonna pop pretty much everybody, but it's sometimes they'll have a game where they just kind of like, And then you got Jordan Clarkson out tonight. You got your boy what's the other point guard name? Mike
Conley and Jordan Clarkson.
Tonight.
Yeah, that's a lot of scoring for them.
That's 2 guards. Who did the Wizards? The Wizards just got popped. Phoenix just popped the Wizards, man. They did them dirty, yo.
And they were
was on that
they were
game.
They were due to get beat
we
up.
Cashed out. Hey, that was a game I was very excited about. I think I had Gab out. Was that the video that didn't post?
Yeah, that was. It was a bad video.
Was that the video that didn't post?
Yeah.
Man. Heavy on the Suns we were, and that was a good pick, and we cashed out a little bag. We got the little bag on that one. I'm so sorry that video couldn't post because man, we had some good picks on that one. What you got for this, babe?
The Jazz are 1-4 against the spread the last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest. But they are 8-1 against the spread the last 9 games after scoring more than 125 points in their previous game. I got a nugget. When Russell Westbrook was in OKC and Houston, he had beef in Utah with the team, like not the team, but the city of Utah. I guess it was racist comments being thrown.
You said who? Reggie?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Russell.
Russell, so he's got a little. He don't like Utah. He plays hard against Utah. He has, he has a vendetta against them with racist comments and things of that nature with their fans. So he goes out there and play hard every time. When he was in OKC, they had a rivalry with Utah where Utah was smacking them up when they had Paul George. So he does not like Utah. He goes in there and he plays them hard. Bradley Beal is probable. Russell's been hot. Russell's been getting triple doubles left and right as of late. We know that Bradley Beal lead the league in scoring. Utah is down 2 players, 2 guards. If you look at their roster right now, Donovan Mitchell will be playing point guard. They'll start Bogdanovich and Eagles. But when they go to the bench, these 2 are gone.
They're getting thin.
They're thin.
That's thin.
They're thin, especially at the point in the 2 guard. So that means you might see some Matt Thomas and some of these guys that you rarely see play because they are slow at the guard play. And if the guard play is down, it could be a little hard for them. And you come this route, they got some shooters, Avija and Rui Hachimura been playing pretty good. Bertans is a sniper. They got some, and the way the line is right now, it's probably a Wizard line. They might just not win, but probably lose by 10 or 9 or 8 or something like that. Just getting that number staying within reach. maybe even closer.
Yeah.
They might get out on the lead on them because Russell playing with aggression. And when Russell, the way Russell been playing the last few games, like I watched him against the Warriors, I think him and Bradley Beal like didn't take a shot in the first half, and it was up. Like they wasn't taking shots in the first half, and Russell was just racking up assists. So was Bradley Beal, getting into the shooters, and then like the last 5 minutes of the first half, they just started attacking, scoring. They was already up. Now they scoring. It's hard. The Wizards could be a good play here. Utah's been playing a lot of games as of late. Now they back at home. They play better at home, but now these injuries are starting to pile up. Jordan Clarkson out with the ankle and the older Mike Conley. Now they're starting to get thin. You don't want all these other players to start piling up mileage on their bodies before they get to the playoffs as well. If I can lean anywhere, it'd be Wizards here.
I just can't. Just so many trends that's pointing towards the Jazz. The Jazz are 19-6 ATS home favorite when they're at home and they're favored. Jazz are 26-13 after a win on the year. I mean, the Wizards are 14-18 after a loss ATS. I mean, oh my goodness, you got the Jazz 10-3-1 in their last 14 versus a losing team. Like that's the Wizards. They're a losing team. Like it's just crazy how fire the Jazz is. Like it's so much that's pointing towards them. I don't have the courage to go against them. But for everybody that's on the Wizards tonight, prayers to you, my friend.
Yeah, you gonna need it.
Prayers to you.
Y'all
gonna be holding y'all breath that whole game.
You got some killers though. You have killers on that side of the floor. That's what makes the Wizards so dangerous.
Look, nothing's guaranteed. The Wizards can come out there and be up 20. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it time and time again.
The Wizards was one of them teams that at the beginning of the season was at the bottom of the standings. You look at them now in the East, they're at 12. You get to 10, you're in the play-in. You get to seed 10, you're in the play-in. They're currently 19-33, tied with the Raptors at 21-33. Raptors got 21-33, and the Bulls is at 22-30. So they're in striking range of the Bulls. The Bulls don't clean it up and start piling up some home wins instead of just being dogs and covering. They got to start being favorites and winning these games. Because if you sit up here and let Bradley Beal better than Levine. He's the leading scorer.
He a dog.
He a fucking beast.
Oof.
So now you get him going, and you get Russell. Russell is triple-double. He's still, I call him stupid dude, but he's still a beast.
We love you, Russ, though.
Yeah, you got Bertans that can shoot the three. Rui Hachimura second year, the rookie Denny Avdija. If you let them slip up and get in the playoffs, they could be dangerous. If you get hot in them playoff games, the play-in games, and they get some momentum, look out, man. The Wizards could do some spooky shit and get in the playoffs, but like I said, off rip, everybody gonna say, "Oh, Utah," and they see all them points, and everybody gonna go Utah. They're losing a lot of points with Conley and Clarkson out of there. You're losing a lot of athleticism with them points because Bogdanovich and Eagles, they are key players, but they don't move. Now Bojan got to guard Bradley Beal while Mitchell was on him first. Now Russell, there's Russell who's got a free lane. Who guarding Russell? Who guarding Beal? With Conley out there, you got both of them boys that can guard, but I'm leaning Wizards, man. It's another good game right here. Memphis and Chicago, man. This is a tough one. This is like a pick 'em damn near, man. This game is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, so we got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Chicago Bulls. This game kicks off at 9 p.m. The line opened up with the Bulls as road dogs at plus 4.5, and now that line has moved down to 2.5. So Memphis is now favored minus 2.5. Y'all, what you got, babe?
This is the spot where I like to take the Bulls on their dogs. When they get points, the Bulls are very good. They are very good getting points. The Bulls are 0-4 against the spread the last 4 games, playing on 0 days rest. But they are 6-2 against the spread the last 8 road games versus a team with a losing home record. 14-5 the last 19 games as a road underdog against the spread. So they're playing pretty good, but they are 1-4 against the spread the last 5 games following the ATS loss. So they got
that?
That's Chicago. So Chicago has some misleading, like they have some shit going their way, then they have some shit that's not going their way. When you go to Memphis,
first of all, both of these teams are off losses. Yeah. Okay, both of these teams are off back-to-backs, aren't they? Did they both play yesterday?
I think so. Yeah. Memphis lost to Chicago to New York, And Chicago,
Was that yesterday? Was
they
that
lost
last
to the
night?
they lost to the Timberwolves by 4 as home favorites.
Yeah, they did. And that was a game. Oh, that was the game we was kind of like not sure. I
Yeah.
kind of thought the Timberwolves could kind of get it, so we just like Bulls money line because we thought that the Wolves might, you know what I'm saying, be able to cover. But I'd have thought the Bulls
See,
would
the
win
Bulls do
outright,
that
but they
shit to
got
you, man.
popped.
They played a team in Minnesota who they're better than in the rankings and in the standings and things of that nature. But the Bulls have more talent in Minnesota. I think. I know Karl Anthony Towns is a beast, but Levine right up there with him. Also with D'Angelo Russell. I don't think D'Lo did he sit yesterday or did he play?
No, he played. He
Okay,
played
so he
yesterday.
played, but still with Vucevic and Markin and those guys off the bench, I felt like they should have won that game. You're at home. You're going towards the playoffs. You're going this way, and the Timberwolves is going this way, and you didn't take advantage of it. Like,
Okay, so what about a team like these two teams that are kind of like in the same, they're in the same position tonight. They're both off of 2 losses. They both played last night. They're both looking for they both have well actually the Bulls, I think they have OKC on deck or something. But Memphis has Dallas on deck. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I mean, record wise, Memphis is what 26 and 25
yeah,
or
they they
something
they
like
they're
that.
they're, they're about for 100. They're better than the Bulls in the record, and in the standings, they're higher than the Bulls in the playoffs. The Bulls is in the East. They're in the West. The
So what do you say for tonight? Like, how do you see this game going?
Well, first I look at the matchups, and I see Valanciunas and Vucevic first, and I know Jonas is a good defender for a big man. He don't play above the rim, but I know he's a good defender. I know Memphis plays good defense, period, and I know Chicago has good defenders, and they're trying to get to that, but they haven't made it to that good defensive team. Vucevic struggles on defense, so Valanciunas should eat on
Mm-hmm.
offense because of how Vucevic he's not a good defender. Vucevic is a good offensive player, but Valanciunas is a good defender. He'll have to pull Valanciunas out and try to play from the perimeter this game. Kyle Anderson is a good defender and good facilitator. Dylan Brooks is hot. It just come down to John Morant. The thing about it that separate the Bulls and the Memphis Grizzlies is when Levine is off, the Bulls is off.
Mm.
We didn't see Ja go off, and then you be like, who the fuck is?
And
How Dylan Brooks go off for 30? How Grayson Allen go off for 30? How Kyle Anderson? They just got more depth. They tougher. They've been there. They're just a good defensive team. They just got more weapons. They'll be without Winslow and Melton again. But if you take Winslow Melton out, you still got these players here. You still got Tyus Jones and Brandon Clark coming off that bench now. You still got Xavier Tillman from Michigan State who've been playing pretty good as a rookie. They're just more consistent.
so then you're leaning towards Memphis. Then.
I'm leaning towards Memphis in this game.
Okay, so what's crazy is go ahead, finish. I just go ahead and finish what you was about to say.
Even though I like Chicago in that dog spot, I just feel like I trust Memphis more than I trust Chicago.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna put my money on anybody, it would be Memphis in this spot. I just trust them better, and I look at them out west, and I know they got to look ahead with Dallas, but I see them getting healthier. So I see a team that's hungry, and I see a team that also know we got gang members coming back, and Jaren Jackson and Winslow and Melton. They know that the reinforcements is coming, and they playing like it.
And last night,
they got fucked.
Memphis was in that game, and I seen the way John Morant hit that floor and how he got up. He was pissed. Like they was pissed they didn't get that game. And I think they lost by like 1.
No, they lost by I think it was like 7 or something, but they was down 1 at that time.
Oh yeah, you said they were down 1. That's right.
They was down 1, and then it just unraveled after that. They just lost their composure and was upset about the call and shit, things of that nature.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. But this is the thing with this game, guys. They see each other again in 2 nights. These two teams see each other again. So this is kind of the first of a back-to-back in a way, except for it's a game in between for both of them. Memphis takes on Dallas next. I think the Bulls takes on a weaker foe or a weaker opponent. But it's crazy because I was on Memphis at first when I first capped this game. I was like, Memphis is like, especially since tonight, I feel like it's going to be more towards the favorites tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started looking, I couldn't really cap this game. Like I was telling Lex earlier, so I started trying to cap the next game, the games afterwards with these teams because I know that they see each other again. So I'm like, okay, if Memphis wins tonight, then They take on Dallas next. Now, mind you, Memphis is in the revenge spot with Dallas next. I think that Dallas beats Philly tonight, and then they go on and take on a Memphis team that has revenge. And I think Memphis. I feel like Memphis is gonna be off a loss. So I'm looking at it as if Memphis lose tonight, the Mavs win tonight. They see each other tomorrow, then the Memphis can take that game.
Memphis
You know what
trying
I'm
to catch
saying?
Dallas. They're a game behind Dallas in the playoffs, so they're trying to catch them to get that seed. Then
So yeah, so maybe they win tonight. So say for instance Memphis wins tonight. They beat the Bulls tonight, and then they go on to beat Dallas tomorrow. I don't really know how that game is gonna play out, honestly, y'all. But then Chicago will have immediate revenge on a Friday night.
mm-hmm,
They'll be at home. I really like Chicago in the spot that they're in now as road dogs, though. That's where
mm-hmm.
they've really been hot at. I haven't really backed them as a home favorite. They just got this team together like this, you guys. So, but they've been hot as home favorites now lately too. I
Yeah,
think.
and Memphis is a tough team. Like I said, they was right there in the playoffs last year. There was that team that was just one piece away, especially in that bubble. Jaren Jackson went down there, still waiting on him to get back. He hasn't played a game this season. We all know the difference he makes defensively, so and offensively. So they just waiting for
It's
game members to
crazy
get
to
back.
me.
They just waiting for their game members. Once them game members get back, once that 1-2 punch and Morant and Jaren Jackson get in there, that means more depth. They're gonna bring him down to the 3. Grayson going to the bench.
Mm.
You got Brandon Clark more depth. They just a nasty team. I like Memphis. I lean Memphis here.
I want to know what you guys think. You guys hit that like button and subscribe and leave some comments. We are a little bit earlier than we usually have been, so you might be able to get some comments in before these games kick off if you guys get on here and check us out. Look, I'm really, really up and down with that game. I actually have my money on the Bulls money line right now. That's where I have my money at. But I'm not sure. I've been so back and forth because at first I was on Memphis and then I had did some more research and looked into some other stuff and then I was on the Bulls and now I'm kind of like, I don't know, like it's one of those games where I probably shouldn't bet it. I probably should wait to see how things pan out this time around and bet the next game when they see each other on Friday night. I feel like it'd be more motivation or more trends to go with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I might pull my money off of. But you guys let us know where you're leaning. That's a tough game to cap, I feel.
It's a
Like
tough game. Tough game. It's an even game. It's a toss up. So both teams in the same spot, same position. Bulls just made a trade trying to jail. Grizzlies trying to get their players back so they can jail, make a run in the playoffs. They're very dangerous. They could scare some teams. They could possibly beat some teams. I look at Memphis as a team that could fuck some teams up in the playoffs.
yeah,
Make a run to that Western
hey,
Conference Finals. I'm
that's what I'm
gonna say it
saying. I
now.
don't like to bet against Memphis. I
I'm
think
gonna
I've
say
said
it
that
now.
before. Memphis has won me some money this year betting with them.
Yeah,
I think they are an underdog that's
they are
people just don't really know how
dangerous.
good they are yet. You know what I'm saying?
Dangerous. That fucking John Morant is fearless. That team, more experienced. They're young. The more experience they get, it could be a problem.
Hey man, I'm kind of like so iffy now on my bet. Like I just don't know. Like I'm confused. I do know that Memphis has been kind of like up and down with the little like above 500 1 minute, below 500. They kind of been like balancing out, staying in that 500 area all year. Seem like so. It's just the spots that I'm looking at. Chicago is in that dog spot that they're good at. Memphis is in that, we're kind of like in that little 500 range. We're like one game above 500, so maybe they lose here and go under and then beat Dallas tomorrow because they have revenge on Dallas. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. I'm like really confused. It's kind of hard, you guys. But moving on to the next game, we got the Golden State Warriors taking on the Denver Nuggets. This is by far, I feel like the best game. Like I got like bread on this game, babe.
Yeah,
Like,
I got money on this game too.
like this is the best game, y'all. This is the best bet of the day.
I like this game because no Wiseman. Wiseman is out. Tore his meniscus yesterday, so they lose size. Kevon Looney, they don't have the size. They just don't have the size. They'll put Looney in, he's 6'9". After that, if you look at it, there's no center. There's no backup center here for him. They go put Toscano in, he's 6'8". Draymond might play some center, but Draymond could do it. I mean, Draymond's a hell of a good defender. He played good against. He could play good against Joker. Everybody know how I feel about Steph. You know, I've been on him since Davidson. That's my baby. Steph, that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. Only undisputed, unanimous MVP in NBA history. This team should be better than what they are. a lot of shit going on with this team. I think the Warriors in the spot right now. They wanted to make a push for them playoffs. They could still make a push for them playoffs, but
tonight's not the night, Warriors.
It's not the night.
Look,
man.
I understand what you feel. I feel like Denver got. Man, they got popped yesterday by Boston. They coming up an upset loss, you guys. These guys is about to be coming in here mad. You see how Jokic was last night? I mean, yesterday was an early game.
He was pissed.
He wasn't having it. He like, man, he got teched up, everything. Yo, we was watching that game because you was on the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like, that was a crazy game. I feel like they going to come out here on fire on these Warriors. The Warriors about to get the worst end of the Nuggets tonight, y'all. Let's throw out some little trends there for y'all because you know, this is a game that I feel like is going. Well, the only thing that scares me, honestly, is the money that's coming in on Denver. Like a lot of money is on Denver, and I hate being on the side where all of the public money, all of the sharp money is just money piled up. Vegas, the books don't like to take beats like that. Y'all remember that books don't like to take beats like that. You know what I'm saying?
Denver hot, man. Denver is hot. And that game yesterday, if you watch that game, a lot of calls went the other way to Boston, and it looked like Jokic was just frustrated early, just frustrated and upset with the referees. He got a tech yesterday, which is uncharacteristic of Joker. He got a tech. They played with no Jamal Murray yesterday.
He's questionable today.
So he'll play. I think he'll play today. I think Jamal Murray give it a go today. Oubre, I think, is out.
Yeah, him and Wiseman are out.
All right, so Oubre's out. So that takes some more depth away from them. They'll probably throw Bazemore in there. Bazemore, yeah, they'll probably go Bazemore. Bazemore's a good defender, but it takes away the offense. I put money on the Nuggets here. I took the Nuggets. I played put money on them. Murray come back, especially Murray comes back. It's a definite dub. But this Joker just got the ultimate mismatch. He pissed off, and they've been playing really good. Them light skinned boys, Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon together, they've been playing really, really good together. Aaron Gordon's a good defender. He moved out the basket. He play above the rim, and now Michael Porter Jr. is starting to shy away from that 3-point line and attack the basket. So that's something I like too. And the Nuggets got to keep their foot on the gas. They're right there with Phoenix, and they're right there with Utah. They charging for number one. They want home court because home court is different when it comes to Utah. They playing at high altitude in the mountains in Denver. And you ain't used to running in that thin air. You get your ass tired quick. They used to it. They go run your ass up and down. So they got a lot of motivation here. They just came off a loss, and they trying to continue to get that first place out west. So I took put money on Denver here.
You guys remember that this is a revenge spot for the Warriors, okay? They got popped earlier this season by Denver. So you guys be careful. I do have money on this game. This is a game that I like. This is one of my top plays today, but I'm also a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the Warriors are off a win. They haven't been really good this year off of a win, though. You know what I'm saying?
They haven't.
And Denver is off a loss. So everybody's automatically gonna think, oh, it's the Nuggets. It's Nuggets.
Yeah, Nuggets.
I don't know, man.
They 7-1 against the spread their last 8.
Scared off of this.
Nuggets are 7-1 against the spread their last 8 when the opponent scores 100 or more points. They are 4-0 against the spread the last 4 games after following a straight up loss. They 4-0 against the spread the last 4 games following a double-digit loss at home. So, man.
Yeah, and Boston did them dirty yesterday. Boston, inconsistent. Never know what they gonna do. Man. Yeah, I have my money on this game, you guys. I have my money on the Nuggets.
Official play for me. Official play. Nuggets.
He's excited.
It hurts me because I'm a Warrior dog. Like, I fuck with the Warriors too.
Scared.
I fuck with Steph, but it's Nuggets. They two different directions. They on two different.
We're gonna have to post out like a Twitter. You should leave your Twitter
Yeah, I'll leave all that for y'all
on here, and we're gonna have to post because I feel like I might change a pick or two. But right now, let's do a recap so you guys can know.
We got one more.
We got one more?
One more.
Yeah, okay.
One more.
That's right. The Phoenix Suns taking on the Houston Rockets tonight. I think this is the 10 o'clock game, y'all. What the line open up at 12? Is it down to 11.5 now? I think the Suns are
they got some revenge.
12-point favorites.
The Suns got some weird revenge. They had a 13-point spread against the Rockets, I think, last week or whatever, or a week and a half ago.
It was last week.
And they only beat them by 1 or 2 or 3, something like that. So
it was in a bad spot, though.
It was a bad spot. They had a look ahead. And they still won. But the difference between Houston, OKC, and Cleveland and Orlando and shit like that, They starting to get some pro players on their team now. They went out there at the trade deadline. They got Kelly Olynyk. Kevin Porter Jr. is a rookie last year. He got into it in Cleveland with the coaching staff. They just cut him. And they picked him off waivers, and he went nuts in the G League. I think averaging like 38 or something like that. Now he came here for the Rockets, and he balling. Wall could be back. Christian Wood is a good player since he's been there. Jay Sean Tate has been a player that came out of nowhere. But they did that same thing last year with, where's my man? Oh, he ain't on there. Daniel House. Avery Bradley's there now. DJ Augustine. These guys is pro players that's played in this league. The Kenyon Martin Jr. playing above the rim, rookie. So they're playing better. They're playing better. They're not them Rockets that was getting smacked up and beat up on a lot early in the year, where guys want to get up out of town and shit like that. They got some young players in Porter Jr. and Christian Wood where they can build around. And John Wall trying to get his career back on the map. Kelly Olynyk is a pro player. 12 points. They do got revenge. They're going up against the top squad out west. To me, the most balanced team in the NBA. Mid-range kings. Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Devin Booker, in my eyes, MVP candidate. Number one team out west.
Hey,
man. They got some revenge.
I'm on the Suns, you guys. I'm on the Suns. I don't think the Suns going to take them lightly because, like he said, the last game, you know what I'm saying? It was close.
Yeah.
They covered that spread. They almost won. Houston almost won that game. And I think the Suns is like, all right, y'all caught us in a bad spot. Y'all came out there. Y'all, stayed close to us, too close for comfort. This time, we're not going to play around with y'all. We're going to come out there. We're going to put our foot on y'all neck.
Yeah. And,
you know what I'm saying?
The Suns are a good defensive team. I can see Phoenix.
I don't know. Phoenix is just too good, you know.
Yeah. They right, like I said, they got to stay out west. They got to stay above.
Look, the Suns is 17-7 as home favorites, you guys. They're 21-15 ATS after a win. Houston, 11-27 ATS after a loss. Houston got popped. They got popped. They get popped. They gonna get popped again.
That's what they do.
They get popped.
I just want to let y'all know that they got better. They got pro players. They're not like OKC and Orlando where these guys are just horrible.
No, they're not that bad.
Yeah, they got a lot better, and they waiting on Eric Gordon to get back. They might,
The line is moving in their direction. It opened up at 12.5. It's down to 11.5. You can get it at 12. In some books, if you're leaning towards the Suns.
If you can get that motherfucker anywhere between 10.
If you're leaning towards Houston,
if you can get that bitch down to 10, I'd take that. I'd take that at 10.
My money's already on the Suns tonight, you guys. I feel like they come out and just be like, we're not going to play. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come out and we're going to just capitalize in the beginning and just ride the whole game just up. But if they come out in the Houston Rockets, you guys can take this game live and bet it live. That's a good way to do it. If the Houston Rockets come out the way they did the last time, up 10, up 13, all of that.
Yeah. It'd be a good line to jump on. Watch some games live. If you watch some scoreboards live, you might see one of these favorites down 10. You might be able to catch that line and get some good plus money. You might be able to drop on the money line and, they'll get back in there and get the dub. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably I'll get on Twitter and, hey, there you look at that money line. I'll tell you, look at that money line. Utah went down to 11 right now.
They've been at 11 for a few hours.
Yeah, it's still 12. It's still 12 with Phoenix. I'm good.
It's 11.5 at some books.
I'm going to set off of them, right? I'm going to probably catch them live. If they're like they struggling live, I might throw a little money on them to come through money line. But other than that, I got a minimal small plays tonight, man. Put a lot of money on them and small plays tonight.
All right, so hold on. So what is your best bet of the night? If you had
it's between San Antonio and Denver.
So which one is it?
Probably San Antonio.
So you're going with the Spurs to cover back-to-back nights, to win back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all heard that. Y'all got Lex's best bet as the Spurs to win back-to-back games, and the Spurs are taking on
the Orlando High School Magic.
High School Magic.
Whoa.
All right. So then, if you had to take a team, because look, I always ask Lex. I'll be like, look, we got 10 games on the board. There's gonna be an upset. Where's the upset? Where's the upset game tonight? It's gonna be probably 2 upsets tonight. I want to know what y'all got too. Y'all leave that in the comment. What's the upset game? Where is this
Lakers
upset coming
plus
from?
3.
So you think the Lakers come in and upset again? They get another upset win after they just had one.
See, that's an upset to everybody else, but it ain't an upset when you're champion.
That's not
Lakers,
the
you're
championship.
champion.
That's not the championship.
Them
Lakers
boys
team.
they got championship coaches. They got championship players on that bench.
But they're missing AD and LeBron. That's the championship.
They're not missing them. They on that bench.
All
Their
right.
presence is felt.
We
they
gonna
on the
write
bench.
that down.
They telling that motherfucker Andre Drummond, look, all that stupid shit you did in Detroit and Cleveland, motherfucker. You better rebound or box out, put back. Don't do no dumb shit, boy.
All right. Well, I think my dog of the day, it's gonna have to be between the Bulls and the Mavs.
That's a good pick.
I think it's the Mavs, you guys. I think everybody's low on them. They offer that loss. It's just the spots and everything is just adding up to be the Mavs, you guys. I think I'm gonna ride with the Mavs as my dog today. And then I think my best bet is probably gonna be This is a tough card, y'all. I think I'm gonna have to make it the Nuggets though. But I don't know because there's a lot of money coming in on the Nuggets. It might have to be the Suns. It might have to be the Suns. I ain't sold on Houston yet. I know that they have been coming in and getting some covers or whatever, but I ain't sold on them tonight, you guys. I'm not sold on them tonight to come in and cover against the Suns two times in a row. I'm not sold on that, so I'm gonna take the Suns as my best bet. But official plays, baby, run them down. Run down your official plays tonight.
Pelicans -2. Spurs -6.5. Lakers +3. Nuggets -4.5.
All right, I got the Nuggets -4.5. I got the Suns -12. I got the Bulls money line, and I got the Mavs money line. You guys, let's go ahead and cash these tickets and get this bag. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get this money, man. Let's go out here and get this money and stack up these dubs, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Comment. Let us know where y'all going, man. Put y'all picks down, man. You know, interact. Even after these games go off, man. If I put out a pick down there and you ain't like it, turn my ass up, man. Put a comment down, man. Let us know what's going on with y'all.
All right, you guys. I'm Jelly, a.k.a. Big Facts, and this is
Big Lex, all cap.
Big Lex, and until next time, we'll see you guys tomorrow.